doing?
Good.
Bill, everyone was saying that thought there was a little bit of an adjustment period for you, just coming from the pros and then sort of the extra motivational stuff that goes in with coaching guys at this young age and all the extracurriculars that go outside of football. Did you feel that kind of transition?
Who's saying that?
Your boss.
It's been a great transition. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I love the age group. They're sponges. I think you got to learn how to teach this age group if that's what you're getting at. And I think hopefully I've grown fast, and hopefully they're benefiting from it. There's a lot of different things about college football than there are NFL, but at the end of the day, it's football, and it's motivating young men, and it's teaching young men. So hopefully I'm helping.
How do you feel about the overall play of the linebackers this year? Have they lived up to your expectations?
I think so. They're getting better every week. Nobody liked the Oklahoma game. That was a tough one for all of us. But I think we're getting better every week, and the guys are working hard, and it's not because of lack of effort or any of that. But I think we're really on a roll here, and we're going in the right direction. We're got a little momentum going, and we look to build on that.
Bill, Dante Booker got off to a little bit of a slow start, I think it's fair to say. How has he progressed, and how much more do you think is kind of in that tank?
Oh, I think Book's got the sky's the limit with him. He's got tons of potential. He's realized he had a great game last week. He got the defensive player of the game and really had a lot of big plays for us, and hopefully he builds on that this week.
Do you feel him pressing a little bit? I mean, he didn't miss almost all last year. I'm sure he wanted to come in and make an impact right away. That can be hard to do.
I don't know. Yeah, it may be. But I know this. I know he's getting better every day. I know he's getting better every week. I hadn't played any, in games. I don't know when he got hurt in. So you got to get out there and play in the big spotlight, and that's how you get better at playing. On Saturday. So we're really excited about the upward movement of Booker.
I know you talked before the season about Jerome, being more in position and kind of having a better understanding of where he needed to be in the field. Have you seen that from him so far this season?
I think at times you see it a lot. And then there's other times where they run a play that you hadn't seen. We've had a lot of different scheme come at us. I mean, from the Army look to all the different offenses we've played. So there's some different looks coming at him. But I think he's playing faster and faster as the season goes on.
Bill, you mentioned the Oklahoma game, and I know it was a few weeks ago, but we just haven't had a chance to talk to you about it. That game, they seemed to feel like they had something going against you guys in the play-action pass game, and the linebackers seemed to be getting sucked up a little bit. You feel good about where you are in terms of correcting that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah, we got it corrected. There were man coverages. They did a bubble and go and got Malik on one, and we were in a man pressure, and they got the running back down the middle on us. So there were two plays that we wish we had back, but we've got it corrected, and again, hopefully those things don't happen again, and we learn from it and grow from it, and we're better this week because of it.
Bill, you mentioned with Dante, not having played under the big lights, tough going in there and stepping in for Chris. What have you made from his first few major snaps in his life?
Tough?
Yeah.
Tough's done a great job. We started with the Army, which is a great game. It's a run every down game. It's about really being disciplined in your key and reads, and that's Tough's game. And he did great at it, and he's brought great leadership to us. Everybody's very confident in him making calls and being where he's supposed to be and getting his job done. So we're very excited about Tough.
Does that make it easier of a transition to kind of step in, like you mentioned, in that type of game where you know what's coming at you, they're not going to throw it too many times, and then you kind of adjust to what comes at you next?
I think so. I think that was a good game for Tough to start. He showed it. I mean, he was all over the field, made a ton of tackles, and played a great game. So that was it was a perfect game for Tough.
And how do you envision when Chris is back to full strength using those two now that you've seen them both this season?
That's a great problem, and we're bringing Barron along too. So I mean, we got a lot of potential. We're growing a lot of guys, and they're getting better and better with experience. And Chris is getting healthier and healthier, and we'll get him back in there as his foot allows, and then we'll go from there.
How do you decide who plays when? I mean, you know what I mean? Do you have a pecking order right now going into Saturday?
We have different packages that I play them in, and then I have different series. And it's just the field that you have during the game, but they all get the practice reps, and we kind of see how they're doing. And each week we see where Chris is with his foot. Yeah. And then we make adjustments from there.
And Bill, number 6 on their team, Ty Johnson, their running back and stuff. What jumps out at you on video about this kid?
He's got great acceleration, and he really can go. When he gets going, he's got great acceleration, and he's got good vision and patience. So he's a good back. They have two very good backs. They'll hit any hole at any time. So the linebackers have to be very disciplined this week.
Do they look better up front too? I mean, it looks like the inside zone play they block extremely well now. So I mean, what just stands out about what they're doing up there?
It's a physical offensive line. This is a good physical offensive line they have with two talented running backs. They rush for 260 yards a game. So we've got our hands full with the run game.
And when you add that physical line to a guy that can bounce it, I mean, Ty can bounce out the side and stuff. I guess what do your guys need to keep in mind?
Discipline.
Yeah.
It's gap discipline. Everybody from the D linemen to the linebackers to the secondary that has a gap have to be where they're supposed to be. And that's how we have success. And then, we got to make our tackles.
Urban talked earlier this week about how guys like Pete Werner and Barron and Justin Hilliard have really stood out with the way they've played on special teams. How pleased have you been with those guys' progress, and are you trying to find ways to get them in that defensive rotation?
Well, we take great pride in working on the special teams in our room. We hope the linebacker, we'd love to have every one of us on the kickoff team. We've got 5 or 6 on it right now, so we really spend a lot of time talking about special teams and working on the techniques that go with it. So it's just not linebackers. I mean, it's the linebacker group. If you want to have great special teams play, it comes from the linebacker room. It starts there. And we take a lot of pride in that, and the guys have done a great job with it.
No question, but how valuable is it? I mean, it's unfortunate when Chris Worley gets hurt, but how valuable is it to the team down the road if he can come back, but also the experience you get like a tough boy?
I wouldn't say anything bad, but you play the hand you dealt. And the hand we're dealt right now is younger guys have to develop, and we have to get more out of them. And we've been fortunate enough to win games and grow players, and that's always a good formula.